Want free COD points? Ain't got money. Stop using Razorback. Listen here, buddy. There's a link in the description. I want you to tap. Click that. Earn points. Download the app. Yo, what is up, guys? It's the Goblin, and welcome back to another Call of Duty video. In today's video, what we're going to be talking about is the top 5 most overpowered submachine guns in Call of Duty history. Now, this is a new sort of series that I'm going to be doing, top 5s and top 10s. Usually, I would just do them with pictures, but I realized, why the heck am I doing that when I can step it up, show you guys gameplay of all the guns while talking about them, and that's what this is basically going to be the first episode of. I'm sure this series, you're going to love it, because the reason behind this series is nostalgic Call of Duty players, people who've been playing since the old days, will see these gameplays, think of all their old memories, and will enjoy the video, and people that didn't play all these old Call of Duty games will get to see all the weapons that they missed out on, and all the overpowered guns from way back in the day. That's basically the ideal, the idea behind this series. Hopefully you guys will enjoy this thing. If you guys can, for the first episode, smash out 2,000 likes. That would be absolutely amazing if you guys could do that. I'd appreciate that, and as well subscribe if you guys are new. So let's talk about this. Let's go through some honorable mentions, and then we'll get straight into the top 5. And I did put these ones in order. So what I mean by the most overpowered submachine guns, or I mean the submachine guns that would kill the fastest, that would just absolutely dominate the game. Now, there are some of these guns were nerfed since then, and that's why I'm going to tell you guys which ones were nerfed, which ones weren't. But first off, I'm going to talk about some honorable mentions that we have today. I have 4 honorable mentions for overpowered submachine guns, and we'll get right into them. The first honorable mention is going to be the VMP from Black Ops 3. The VMP from Black Ops 3 was a super duper good submachine gun. It still is to this day the best submachine gun in Black Ops 3, but the reason why it's not on this list is because there's other submachine guns that were getting buffed above it, nerfed below it. You know, the VMP just stayed steady, a very good SMG, and that's why it deserves an honorable mention. The next one on my honorable mention is going to be the MSMC from Black Ops 2. The MSMC is pretty much the exact same as how the VMP was in Black Ops 3, just in Black Ops 2. Obviously, those games are sequels, and obviously they have a lot of things in common, and that's the MSMC. The third one on my list of honorable mentions is the MP5 from Call of Duty 4. You guys will see how strong and overpowered that thing is when we get to play Call of Duty 4 a little bit more. And the next one is going to be the MP40 from World at War. This gun absolutely dominated World at War, but World at War is known for having pretty weak guns, and that's why it didn't make the list. So number 5 on our list is going to be the UMP45 from Modern Warfare 2, and that's how you know these guns are so overpowered. If number 5 is a UMP45 from Modern Warfare 2, I can't even imagine what the top 4 are. This gun right here, as you guys are watching the gameplay on the screen, I just get a nuke with it. It's absolutely insane. This thing was known for rocking with the silencer and extended mags. I usually just rock silencer on it, not silencer and extended mags. That was more a Modern Warfare 3 setup. Usually I just rock silencer on this thing, and you could literally tap fire this thing like it's CSGO or H1Z1 and pick kids off across the map. UMP45, an absolutely dominant gun in Modern Warfare 2, and anyone that knows anything about Modern Warfare 2 knows how good this SMG was. Probably one of the best SMGs at range. It was absolutely crazy. Now, number 4 on my list is going to be an advanced warfare gun, and this is going to be the ASM-1, but more importantly, or more specifically, the ASM-1 Speakeasy variant. The Speakeasy variant was absolutely deadly, but any variant of the ASM-1 was absolutely crazy. Advanced Warfare was a game that was dominated by 2 guns, pretty much, similar to Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3 dominated by the M8 and the VMP, as well as some other guns. Advanced Warfare dominated by the ASM-1 and the BAL-27, and specifically, like I said, the Speakeasy and the Obsidian Steed variants of it. This ASM-1, I got countless DNA bombs with this thing. It was absolutely crazy. It would rip up in competitive, it would rip up in public matches, and anyone who played anything to do with Advanced Warfare remembers how good this gun was and how fun it was to use. And obviously, we're going to get some of the sort of weapon variant things back in Infinite Warfare. We're going to have to see how that goes, but you know, I remember back in the day, whenever someone pulled a Speakeasy out of a supply drop, that was going to be a crazy reaction on YouTube that would pull hundreds of thousands of views, and that was obviously one of the most exciting things about Advanced Warfare, was getting those weapon variants, because the Speakeasy had such an advantage over a regular ASM-1, and that's sort of why people would claim the game as pay to win. But that's you know, a different topic for a different day. ASM-1, super duper overpowered, super duper good gun. Coming in at number 3 on my list is going to be the PDW from Black Ops 2. Now, some of you guys might be confused about this thing, and the reason why I'm putting this on my list is I'm talking about the pre-patch PDW in Black Ops 2. Right now, if you go back to Black Ops 2, the MSMC is going to be better than the PDW, because the PDW, if you guys don't know the history of it, it was so overpowered, they nerfed it to crap. The PDW used to have literally no recoil. a fast reload, and just absolutely melt people like you'll see on the gameplay on the screen. These are all my old gameplays. I went 151 to 1 with the PDW, which is just an absolutely insane score, and that just proves how, I think that's my highest KD ever in the history of my years playing Call of Duty, and it was with this PDW. That thing definitely, the nerf was 100% warranted, and that gun was super duper overpowered in Black Ops 2 until they patched it. I believe they patched it maybe 4 or 5 months into the game, around the time that they patched the DSR sniper rifle as well. Those two guns were freaking overpowered as heck, and they got nerfed down, which brought up guns like the MSMC. If you guys don't know how it works, basically, if you have one really good gun and that gets nerfed, then the second gun basically becomes the best gun, and that's sort of what happened with the MSMC and a lot of the other submachine guns in that game, and same with the Ballista sniper rifle to the DSR. But the sniper rifles is definitely, for a different day. Definitely BO2, if you ever got a chance to play with the pre-patch PDW, you were absolutely loving that gun. Thing had no recoil, you could pick people off at range. Nowadays, the PDW has recoil high and to the right, which makes it kind of hard to use, and that's basically the struggle of using the PDW nowadays. Coming in at number 2 on my list is going to be the Vesper from Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Now, the Vesper from Black Ops 3, everyone knows my history with this gun. This gun is probably my favorite gun in the history of Black Ops 3, but this gun has had a lot of ups and downs, and the reason I'm putting it on my list of most overpowered SMGs ever is for the simple fact that one or twice actually in this game's life cycle, when they buffed this gun, they buffed it so much that even websites like UMG, which is a competitive gaming website, had to put a ban on the Vesper. They had to personally go out of their way and ban the Vesper in the rule set in certain matches, because that's how flippin' overpowered this thing was. Treyarch was pretty good at balancing their game, but the Vesper was one thing they could never get down. It was either it was at the start of the game, it was pretty weak, then it was pretty good, then it was super duper good, then it was super duper crap, then it was super duper good again. Now it's about average, and they've probably patched the thing 5 or 6 times, but the Vesper in its prime, there was nothing like it. It was very similar to the PDW, that it had a super duper fast fire rate, melted people at close range, very good hip fire, aim down sight super fast, and it literally had no recoil. And that's basically every nerf and buff that they did to this gun was to do with the recoil. Whenever this gun was super duper overpowered, what they would do was nerf the recoil and basically make it have more recoil, and that's what would make people struggle with it and go back to a gun like the VMP. So overall in the history of Black Ops 3, VMP was a better gun, but at its high points, the Vesper definitely destroyed it. It was absolutely crazy. All right. Now, coming in at number 1 on my list, I'm sure if you guys are a fan of my channel, you guys can already guess what this is going to be. It's going to be the MP7 from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. I got so many Moabs with this thing. How my channel basically started off was getting a bunch of Moabs with, guns like this. The Modern Warfare 3 MP7 was absolutely deadly. Now, the MP7 was also in Black Ops 2. That was sort of the kid version of what the Modern Warfare 3 one was. Now, Modern Warfare 3, they had things called proficiency, which basically allowed you to run 2 attachments on each gun, like pretty much on every class I'd use that. And the classic one with the MP7 was either the silencer and extended mag, which I'd run for ground war, or the silencer rapid fire, which I run for 6v6. MP7, one thing that you see in common with all these overpowered SMGs is they all have literally no recoil and kill super duper fast. I think the main thing that, messes up with SMGs is the recoil on them and the range. A gun like the MP7 in Modern Warfare 3, that thing probably has more range than some assault rifles, like the Enfield from Black Ops 1, the F2000. The MP7 from MW3 has more range than certain assault rifles. It's absolutely crazy overpowered and an absolutely amazing gun. Now, that is my top 5 for the most overpowered SMGs in the game. Like I said, most of these guns to this day are still very good. PDW and the Vesper have gotten nerfed. The PDW most notably got nerfed the most. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this series as well as my honorable mentions. Now, what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to leave your top 5 SMGs in the comment section down below, because everyone's is going to be different. I'm just going off the most overpowered and the strongest SMGs. If I was going off the ones that I like personally, honestly, I like the P90 from Modern Warfare 3. It's probably my personal favorite SMG, but as far as overpoweredness and the best gun in the game, it really wasn't there, and that's why I made this list, based off what I think everyone would, order these things. But everyone's gonna have a different opinion. I want to know your guys' opinion down in the comment section down below. Give me your top 5 SMGs, and also let me know which top 5 you would like to see in the next episode of this new series on my channel. Thanks for watching, guys. Drop a like on this thing. I'd really appreciate if we could hit that goal of 2,000 likes. Like I said, would be absolutely amazing. And you guys are all legends for watching to the end. Thanks for watching, guys. Click that subscribe button and subscribe for a cookie. And don't look. You have a great night, guys. I'm out. Peace.